Um, Back in secondary, really, I kind of just kept to myself a lot, and it was really weird. It started developing more over time. I started getting more self-conscious about myself, and I just sort of just didn't want to speak to anyone, didn't want to go in front of the class, didn't want to present anything, because I'd always freeze up. And it wouldn't just be a freeze up, it would be more or less me just sat there feeling sick. My entire body would basically feel numb. And sometimes I would start tearing up, and it's really weird now that I think about it, but the whole social anxiety aspect was like, the more you looked at it and the more stares you got every now and then, that's when your social anxiety would get worse, and specifically mine, it would get really bad. In drama, group projects, just anything which had to do with socializing with people would just completely shut me down. The way I coped with it all was really just shutting myself off, and kind of just left me to the point where I thought people were talking about me. I'd hear whispers, I thought that they were talking about me. I'd seen people look my way, thought they were talking about me, and it kind of grew pretty bad, but the only way I really coped with it was just meeting new people, and meeting those new people set me in comfortably into my own life, and I started feeling like I could be myself without people around me, because when you do find those types of people who help you feel who you are, you start to feel human, and you start to feel accepted in life. Wow, wearing it in public was a big leap for me, because obviously you're wearing a whole Spider-Man suit in public, and you're going to be colourful, you're going to be standing out, and people are obviously going to look, take pictures, and even point your way. But the way it helped me was sort of just thinking that this is who I am, and I want to have fun in my life. So wearing this suit sort of gives me that boost of confidence ever since, you know, I started going out in public. The photo shoots were pretty cool, and just having people take pictures with me was super cool as well. And it's honestly feels like a blessing, because you're covered head to toe in a suit. People aren't going to see your face, they're not going to see your skin, they're not going to see your body.
When I first met him, he was very introverted. He just liked to draw. He didn't really conversate with much people, and I found it cool. And collectively, we kind of formed a group and stuff. And he started to warm up a bit more as we kind of went through more hardship together as a friend group. It got easier for him to kind of speak about his problems and speak up. As seeing it from my perspective, it's nice to just have, you know, that reciprocation of conversation in just general conversations in a group.
To the people who are suffering from social anxiety or anxiety in general, the best advice I can give to those is just be who you are, because you only live once in life, and you shouldn't really care about what others think, because you're only going to see those people maybe once, twice in your life, and as long as you be yourself, you know, you're happy. And if you're happy, then everything's fun, basically. So you shouldn't really care about what others are thinking about you or speaking about you, because if they're negative, they're jealous about your life, they're jealous about you having fun as a person, and you should just push them away, because as long as you have people in your life who are accepting you, accepting basically anything about you, then keep them in your life, because you don't want the people who are judging you for who you are. You don't want to keep them in your life. You don't want the people who mess you up mentally in your life. You have to find those friends, those friend groups, which support what you do, what you like, and everything about it. So the best advice I can really say is just be yourself, you know?